Hello everyone, my name is Vita and this is Resin by Vita May. This is part 2 of a series where I make Bohemian Resin Earrings and then I do the reveal. But before we get started, if you haven't liked this video or subscribed to my channel, please do so. I am super new in 2020 to YouTube, and I really would appreciate your support. If you took the time to stop to see what this was about, please take the time to subscribe and like. So with resin, most resins will cure in about 4 hours, where you can demold them and they're really soft. But most resins take like 24 to 48, even up to 72 hours, depending on your temperature in which you live, in order to harden. So these are kind of pliable, but you can take them out the molds. I could have took them out the molds a long time ago, but I started these over maybe about 14 hours ago. And I did come down, which you guys didn't know, and I needed to add the backs to my studs that I made right here. And they were on my mind, and I woke up about 4 o'clock in the morning and I came down. It was a little bit hard, and so I tried something new. I mixed up a little bit of resin and I attached them, and it seems to be okay. But another thing that I did was the resin, it was only a little bit, but a little goes far. So I have these molds for, what do they call, gummy bears. And I added the rest of the resin with the pigment of the red that we use for the Bohemian earrings. And just not too long before I came on, well, I did the resin at 4 o'clock in the morning. It's about 8 a.m. or so. I just put the backs on here, so while it's curing, it's going to be super secure. You don't have to worry about the earrings falling out. But because I accidentally dropped one of them, this was the first one that I did, and I dropped it. It went in the middle. When I tried to take it off, it was so gooey, I didn't want it to mess up. So I'm trying this one out. It's in the middle of the gummy bear. I don't really know how it will look in the ears, but hey, I'll wear them or I'll give them away. In perfection, sometimes things work out for the better, sometimes they don't. But look at this, guys. They turned out beautiful. Oh my goodness. So now it's time to, oh wow, look at this. They're actually gorgeous on both sides. You're going to get a 2-in-1 with this one. Okay, a 2-in-1. They're gorgeous on both sides. If you remember, if you did see video 1, this was one that was a mistake because a drop of white got on it. So I had to improvise. And this one's also one that was a mistake. The white got on it. Oh, these are beautiful. You kind of get a 2-in-1. Look at that. Wear it on the one side. Wear it on the other side. Either side is gorgeous. All right. A lot of people like this earring, this mold anyway. And look at this. Look at this. Beautiful. Oh, so you get 2 ways of wearing it. That is absolutely gorgeous. Oh, it's turning out beautiful. Demolding, guys, you'll learn this, is like my favorite. I love to demold. This is simply beautiful. I love to demold. It's like a present every time. Every time you demold, it's like a present. You get a little present. This was actually an accident too, the glitter. If you guys watched the first video, I accidentally pulled the glitter. Now this one is going to be a gem for everybody to see. This one I over poured and I have to clean it up. So let me do that now. I normally take a tool like this, a cutting tool, as you can see. I have really used this. It's kind of big, and I just go around the sides and I snip. At this point, it's easier to snip because it's still sort of bendable and pliable. It's not 100% settled yet, so that's always good. So if you see that, I just cleaned up around the sides. I do have a sander. More than likely, I'm going to go inside. Oh, you guys can see that. Can you see it? Look, I'm bending this. I actually can bend the whole earring. See that? I turned it into a different shape, but I don't want that shape, so I'm going to bend it back. I'm sorry, I'm going to put you on pause for a moment. I put you on pause because my allergies are acting up and I'm sniffling. And I think that that is such a sound that nobody should be hearing, really. So, sorry about that. I do apologize. All right. Let me see. Oh, another thing that I did was I tried this also. I have never made these. I've seen people make them, but I know that you can do them. It's just that I like hanging earrings, but it's not always what I like. So what I did was when I was up in the morning time, I applied a thin layer of resin and I added a post so that these earrings are going to become a post earring. And I know a lot of women like post earrings, but then there's other ones who like the hanging earrings. But I think that this turned out simply gorgeous. Simply gorgeous. This is so beautiful. I like that. It actually looks like an A. So if your initials are A, these would be perfect earrings for you to tell somebody, this is my initial earrings. Oh, this turned out so beautiful. Okay, let's go to this one. This one is one that I ran out of resin and I had to mix all of the colors together in order to get a whole earring. So it's a little off the color of the scheme, but not really. Look at that. That is a gorgeous color. It's more like a peach color. And this one is also one here. The back is absolutely gorgeous as well. So you can wear them front ways or back ways. Absolutely gorgeous. I also put a post on this one as well. This one is still a lot tacky, so I'm going to be careful. Okay. And we'll do the partner to that, and then I'll get into how you actually would put those together. Oh, that is absolutely gorgeous, guys. Gorgeous. So this one I'm going to be careful as I demold it. Okay. And now here are two of the other ones that I did. And this one is white and red. Let's see how that turned out. Oh, that is beautiful. That is absolutely beautiful. Look at that. You have these are coming out to be 2 in 1. This is tacky. All right, guys. So that part right there is just demolding. What I'm going to do now is I am actually going to put the earrings together. Okay, I'm going to put this one together. This one is so pretty. So I'm going to show you. What you will need is you will need these circle enclosures. It just depends on which size, depending on how big the earring is from a part. I think I'm going to use the bigger one. And I'm going to use one of these hooks as the earpiece. Okay, I'll be using one of those. And the tools that I have to use are miniature tools used for making jewelry. I'm going to be using these. Okay, so starting with the earring. All the earrings have little teeny weeny holes right there. It's in the mold. So the first thing that I'm going to do is open this circle part, and I'm going to stick it through the hole. Then I'm going to take whatever end I feel comfortable with, making sure that the end that's going to match up with the front of the other one. You would be surprised how many times I put this on backwards. So I want to make sure that it's on the side. And then the only thing I do is I take and I clamp this one down. Doesn't matter which one I use. I don't know if I'm using them properly or not, but if it gets the job done, you know. If you guys have never followed me before and this is your first time, you probably will never hear any kind of technical terms because I don't know any. So if you're looking for technical, you know, teaching person, I have, it's not me. I'll say words like this and that and do this and use that because I don't know, or circle-y thing, or put it together. Because all I do is I just love DIY. That's all I do. I'm just sharing this because so many people ask me, Vida, how do you do this? Oh my God, that is so gorgeous. How do you do it? And I mean, you kind of get tired of saying how you do it, because to me, it's like I can look at one YouTube video, go out and buy the products, and I will just start doing it. If I like it, I'll continue. If I don't, I will put it down. So I am a DIY person. I feel as though there is nothing that you can do when you're doing DIY that's really going to be too bad to try, as long as there's nothing like, you know, trying to build a house or anything like that. But look at that. That's the first earring. Look how gorgeous that is. Look how easy that was. So then I take one of my earring cards. This one I already pre-stamped it with Resin by Vida May. I just put it through the already hole that they have, or I can punch a new hole. There's a hole puncher, and I just display it right there. Isn't that gorgeous, right? That's pretty simple. So what we're going to do is we're going to do another earring. We're going to do this one. I'm not going to do the match of it because I didn't take it out, and I also have a TikTok page, so you guys can follow me on TikTok. My name on TikTok is Vida May, I believe. Babe, what's my TikTok name? Is that my TikTok name? I think it's Vida May. I don't think it's Resin by Vida May, because I think I had my TikTok page before I actually started to do this and stuff. That's part of the reason why I'm doing this, because so many people ask me on there. Guys, I'm TikTok famous. I have like 20 followers. No, guys, I'm lying. I have more than 20 people who follow me. I actually can do lives on TikTok, which I do lives, and that's what encouraged me to do this, because I'm doing this kind of like live, but it's live by myself without any pressures of anybody watching, and you guys come in much later when you guys watch. What's my name? Vida May. Yeah, so my name on TikTok is Vida May. I have way more content on there because I was on TikTok longer than what I was on YouTube. I've always used YouTube just to find the videos that I like, and to follow hair and different things like that, and just to listen to music. But I never really tried to publish anything on YouTube because I didn't think that I would have anything that anybody would care about. You know, I didn't think I had any talent. I can't sing. I can't dance. I have 2 left feet. I do DIYs. I like to try them. This gives me such pleasure. Look how gorgeous that is, guys. Look how gorgeous that is. That is absolutely gorgeous, I have to say. I keep saying to myself, believe it or not, I do not own a pair of these earrings. I make them and someone wants to buy them all the time. So I don't have one, and I keep saying, I am going to make me one. I'm going to make it, and I'm going to keep it for myself. So here's the presentation. Okay, that is so gorgeous, guys. These are so gorgeous, both of them. Let me see, any studs ready? Is there any studs ready? I'm not sure if this stud is ready, but I'm willing to take it out and mess it up all for the YouTube. Okay, so I'm just gonna kind of hold it. Oh, that's pretty. It's a cat. It's pretty. That's a pretty earring too. I love that color. Yeah, so that's a stud. It's still kind of tacky, so I'm just gonna put it on the side so I won't mess it up. I know for sure that these are not ready because I did those 4 o'clock in the morning, and these molds, it seems like the smaller, teenier molds take longer to I guess cure than the bigger molds do, for whatever reason. If anybody knows, comment below. I do appreciate you guys for watching my channel. I thank you. I hope you learned something. If there's any questions, like if I kind of went over it, if I didn't go over it well, or if I didn't communicate it where so you understand it, let me know. You guys are helping me to improve better, you know, and I want to be able to have you guys walk away with the knowledge and maybe think, hey, let me try this. And I do know there is a few people on Etsy who are selling resin kits, where it's like a small DIY resin kit so that you don't have to buy the whole thing, because resin is expensive. It is not a cheap craft to buy, but they do have what's called a UV resin, where you do need a UV lamp, and it's like come in a small bottle. It comes in a bottle similar to this. I have one somewhere, I don't see it here, but I have a small one. It comes in a small bottle like this, and it actually produces like small things like that. You could get away with doing it because, again, this only takes a little bit of resin, but you need to put it underneath a UV lamp. So you have to have a UV lamp in order to use the UV resin. I don't particularly use it. I have some, and it's good for if I need like a really quick project, but the way that my life is, there's nothing quick about this. I did put this 2 of the earrings sets on here, just to see what it looks like. I did wind up purchasing a hole piercer for earrings, because I don't like that this says fashion earrings, even though I bought this. I don't like that it says fashion earrings. I wanted to say Resin by Vita because these are homemade. These are not store-bought or mass-produced, and each one are going to be different no matter how I make them. They're all going to be unique in their own way. Unless they're like, even the gummy bears are unique in their own way, because some of them are like filled a little bit more than others. Some of them are overfilled. Some of them, like I accidentally put the ones in the middle, so none of them are perfect or exactly alike because they're not mass produced, they're hand produced. But if there is no questions or anything like that, I'm just rambling on, only because I don't know the direction of my audience. But I thank you for watching. This is Resin by Vita May. I am Vita May. Have a wonderful resin day.